I have this really bad habit where if a bit of information is really funny to me, sometimes I forget to tell it to people because I've already laughed at it once. And then I think, oh, do I want to tell this joke again? Oh, wait, it's not a joke. Which I'm aware doesn't make much sense, but it's the best way I can explain it. And today it's time to fill in some gaps and knock another misconception on its head. And that is the idea that I'm against YouTubers making money or against sponsorships. While I'm personally not gonna take any sponsorships because I believe that would be totally unacceptable based on what I do and what I'm trying to do here, you might find what I'm involved with and what I have been involved with interesting. I've been on the other side, the puppeteer side of marketing as opposed to the puppet side of marketing. For example, for something like a year, I worked through a site called Odesk, which doesn't appear to exist anymore, writing blog posts that people would publish pretending is theirs, but is actually native advertising that I'd written. Also, this idea that I'm scaring advertisers off of a community and anti-advertisers coming to YouTube. Mateys, I am one of those advertisers, and I have been for years. Unfortunately, I can't show you too much evidence because most of the deals I made were through an email address that I just can't get into right now. But I did find a deal I made through Facebook back in 2014. Just a little deal here to get a YouTuber whose channel no longer exists now to put a video out there of a game I wrote the soundtrack for. And over the years, I've paid a few YouTubers and bloggers to do stuff kinda like that, getting them to make what's now normally called sponsored content, but which I would call native advertising, directly for me and on the behalf of others. Now, this slowed down though, and it slowed down when I got involved with Gamergate, because I really thought, well, I'm not doing any of the fucked up stuff, but I am feeding it. I'm getting people to do fucked up stuff for me. And I hadn't really thought about media before, or media ethics. In fact, the thing I'm saying I was getting people to do fucked up stuff I didn't think was fucked up at the time. But now when I see it, it's like, holy shit. Like YouTubers who comment on politics signing non-disparagement clauses about communication platforms. That is rot. That is vile and sickening to me. Now, why have I decided to make this video when it seems like a small bit of info? Well, I'm still an advertiser. In fact, yesterday, I sealed 2 deals with YouTubers. So these accusations that I'm trying to sabotage business opportunities and that I just hate advertisers and I'm trying to drive them away from YouTube is bizarre because I'm one of them. And look, I don't mean to brag, but I think I'm a pretty good one. The terms of my sponsorships are just, give me a mention, make sure it is clear in the video that I've paid you, make sure it is clear in the description that I've paid you. Half payment up front, half payment after it's done. No gags, no NDAs, no non-disparagement clauses. And you're allowed to tell people all about our arrangement. I think that's pretty good, and it demonstrates what I've been talking about for a while. There are shifty, shady, shitty sponsorships, and then there are more transparent ones, which I believe I've provided to a couple small YouTubers who will be promoting my channel that promotes these practices. Which, of course, scummy, shady shills will continue to attack me for because they want it to stay dark and secret and shady. They'll continue to act like I'm not an advertiser myself, saying I'm this guy who attacks advertisers. They'll continue to pretend like I'm not a YouTuber myself and say I'm attacking YouTubers. And you know, as an advertiser, I might just get sick of that. And it might cost other people in these guys' communities business opportunities. It might cost them cash because I'll stop sponsoring channels. Because I'll see, nah, these communities are just totally against what I'm selling, which is arguments for better sponsorship arrangements. Which includes encouraging advertisers not to offer these deals that compromise people. People who talk about political stuff. People who do some journalism. And it means encouraging YouTubers not to accept shitty deals. But if a creator community is totally hostile to that, there's nothing I can do, and I'll have to pull my money out of there. Maybe I'll have to support the feminists instead. Maybe they and their audiences will be more receptive to my points and my message, and my money will be better spent there, instead of with a community that is hostile to advertisers like me. If you're a creator who would be interested in the kind of deals I'm offering, and that happens and I get, scared away from a community that's not appropriate for my message, thank the people attacking what I'm saying, and saying I'm costing them money with what I say, for costing you cleaner, less shady money. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.